Good girl. This is their food. It's purposefully a smaller amount than their AM or their PM meals, just because this is just a small training session. But it is part of their daily allotment of food.
Okay.
When I do holds, I try to vary the duration that I'm asking them to hold, so that they don't get in any particular pattern and learn to expect it.
I feed the stingrays vitamins every day. So I individually hand feed each ray their vitamin. And today they're getting shrimp and squid. They eat the same things. I just chop them up into much smaller pieces. Cow nose rays mouths are pretty big. The yellow stingrays and the Atlantic rays, their mouths are half that size, maybe even a quarter of the size of a cow. Everyone has individual markings. They're all a little different. Also, their behaviors are a little bit different. I have some rays that will only swim at the bottom of the tank, some rays that swim at the top. Which ones splash versus which ones don't splash.
So we have our puffer right here. It's all saltwater fish found in the Gulf of Mexico. We have a green moray eel, a barracuda, who all feed separately, and a big grouper. Here's our eel right here. We got all sorts of fish of different sizes, different mouths, different sizes. Bigger pieces for the eel to keep him happy. Sea turtle gets vegetables.
Okay.
Quite a bit, 26 ounces. Kind of surprised me when I first saw her.
We've had her for 3 years now, and we estimated her at 5 or 6 years at that time. So she's probably 8 or 9 years.
She's only been here for 3 years?
That was my first big acquisition when I got her.
That's a good one. Everybody loves that. So this is our target for it. She might be a little suspicious. I caught her up this morning, so.
We feed her about once a week during the summer when her temperatures are at their peak temperature. She's trained to come over to this target, and she touches the target with her nose, and then we are able to either tongue feed or toss her her food item of the day. But outside of feeding her once a week, she's pretty much takes care of herself.
They are the only species of paddlefish probably left alive. There was another paddlefish, the Chinese paddlefish, but we haven't seen one of those since I think 2002, so they're probably extinct now.
Because of their unique diet, they are fed up to 2 times a day. They're a little bit of a challenge to feed, unlike some of our other fish, just because they're only going to look for actively what's suspended in their water. Most museums only have between 5 and 7% of their collection on display at any given time.
Oh.
And that's any museum. That's not just us. That's the Field Museum in Chicago. That's any little place that you go to, because there's just usually more items in your collection than you have room for. So we don't have anything that we want to keep permanently on display, because it's good to cycle not only new stories in and out, but it's good to, for preservation's sakes, to keep light off of certain things or change up how much dust things are getting or things like that. My boss's job is, as curator, is the intellectual content, so usually she's the first one when it comes to exhibits.
Okay.
What kind of story she wants to tell, and usually she sends that information to me, and then I search through the collection about what would tell those kinds of stories the best.
Okay.
Or since I'm down here all the time doing inventory right now, sometimes I keep a running list at my desk that's like, oh, this would be a great exhibit, or this would be a great exhibit, and we have all these items that would work really well with that. So
Okay.
that's kind of how it runs. It came to us because the editor of the Peoria paper got it after the debates and gave it to his niece, who was a Dubuquer. So it came to us in the 70s, I believe, actually.
So this was
1975.
actually used by Abraham Lincoln.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yep, during the Lincoln-Douglas debates in Peoria. These are Civil War surgical tools that we believe belong to Dr. Finley, who took them into the war with him. And this is his set. This obviously goes into here. These were on display at the old jail. We had a Civil War display for a little while, so they were up there for a while. People would jump down into it, yeah. So they think it's probably has one of the best records for how many lives was saved at any given time. It saved 27 lives during the Campbell Hotel fire. 18 men have to hold it. This is all steel, so it's ridiculously heavy.
Yeah.